Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be repotting my Pileas. Now I'm going to give you a lesson today that I learned the hard way with my Pileas. Both of these have been sitting on the window ledge, and this one was closer to the light than this one. So I thought I'll just switch them around like this, and then this one will start kind of catching up with this one because it doesn't have quite as many leaves on it as this one. Well, here's what ended up happening. The potting soil is similar, but this one holds water a little bit more on this side. So what happened when I put this one a little farther away from the light, I ended up overwatering this one just a little bit. So this is just something to give you an example. When you move your pots around, or when you have different potting soil in each one, watering them both the same amount, you can still have different results with a tiny little bit difference in potting soil, a little bit difference in light. So that's why it's very important. Once you get your plant established, I'm going to clip this off. I just get my scissors, clip it off. You don't need a dead leaf like that, especially if it doesn't have any new one coming off of it. It's just going to take away from your plant. Just trim it off and throw it in the trash. So I wanted to give you that example because I thought that was a super good example for you to get an idea how different potting soil, different lighting can make a difference. Although it's the same lighting, one was a little closer than the other. So when I put it in my new pots, I'm going to put this one back where it's used to being. I'm going to put this one in the same place, and I'm not going to mess with them. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and put them in their little pots. Got this at Lowe's for just a little over $2 using my Miracle Grow potting soil. Excuse me. A lot of the dust is coming out of the soil and I've been choking on it. I usually fill mine about halfway full. Some like to put about a third. I like mine halfway full because I like a lot of potting soil in there. It just makes the plant look prettier to me. Makes it stand up more and look bigger and fuller. Just works for me. And this is so ready to be transferred over. Look at that. It's so dry. It's just coming loose from the, it just is not, it's not happy in this pot, yet it's doing wonderful. So I don't know, that might be a catch-22. I'm not really sure what it's trying to tell me. The roots have done really well. They're all the way down to the bottom. So it's definitely well established. I've had this probably maybe 4 months, quite a bit of time since, I guess since April, May, June, July. Yeah. It's about almost 4 months, somewhere, maybe even a little before that. So about 4 months I've had them. And they're going to look so pretty in this pot with their new potting soil that comes already with several wonderful ingredients to help it grow faster than your regular potting soil. The Miracle Grow twice as fast potting soil. Although I got that soil, I'm going to go ahead and use my fertilizer every 2 weeks and my plant food every 2 weeks. I'm going to use the fertilizer at half strength, plant food at regular strength. And I don't know if it's needed. I guess I need to read that on there, but you know what? I used it before on some of my other plants and they're doing fantastic, and I'm not going to change anything. So if you read on there it says you don't need to add anything, don't add it if you don't want to. I add it because I want to give them the best start I can give them. And they're doing fantastic, so I'm not going to change anything. Just going to continue. I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. I like my plants to be as much in the center as possible. I pack the middle down a little bit to kind of make it where it's steady, centered and all of that. And on the outside, just lightly put it in there, because you don't want to pack it down too much. Give your roots some room to grow, and your water some flow room. Works perfectly. If you get a rock, just chunk it. I don't like to put them in there. It's not going to hurt anything if they're in there, but I just don't like them in there. There is Pilea number 1. I'm going to water her with some plant food when I finish the video. And I'm going to give this probably between half a cup and 3/4 a cup, and I'm thinking more like half a cup a week on this size pot. I think this is the, I don't know if that's a 6-inch pot. What would you say? Is that a 6-inch pot? I think it might be a 6-inch pot. It could be 4. I'm not really sure. Wish I knew. Let's see if it says on the bottom what it is. I don't see where it says on there. It doesn't say what that is. I'll try to find out what it is and link it below for you so you know exactly what size pot this is in case you need to know. Let's go to Pilea number 2. Same thing. Fill it halfway full. I don't use regular garden tools. This works perfect for me. I don't need all that stuff. If you want to get it and you want to have a pretty garden area, there's nothing wrong with that. I've thought about doing that, but for some reason this is just working for me now. And I haven't been going for pretty, I've been going for convenience. So this one is doing so well. If you look really close, I have a new baby in there. But I have a new baby in the other one since I moved her, so they're fighting over a light position over there. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do for sure. But they're doing super good over there. All right. Come on. Well, there we go. She's got roots down at the bottom. So she's very well established. I like that. I like to see they're well established so I don't feel guilty from removing them from their home and putting them in a new place because they're a well established plant. So there we go. That's perfect. I think I'm going to need to get some more soil. So I'm going to get me a little bit more soil and I'll be right back. Okay, I got some more potting soil. I'm going to finish repotting my Pilea. Pileas don't have to be watered too much. They do okay on a little bit of the dry side. You don't want to let them get too dry, but I would water them once a week. And repotting them, I'm going to just put about a half a cup. I've been thinking about that, and I think a half a cup is all they're going to need in this pot. A lot of people say take it over and let water run, and that's okay. You can do that. It's going to depend on the type of pot that you have. You can do that. With this one, you cannot. You cannot just let it go over and run and drip out the bottom. It's going to over-water your plant. So, I like measuring mine, and I just have it in my head what works, but I will try my best to tell you the size plant that you're getting, the size pots you're getting, and what kind of plant you have. If you ever have any questions, let me know, and I will do my best to tell you how much water I think it needs. And I know a lot of people don't like to water that way, but it works for me. Overwatering is usually your #1 cause of your plants dying. And then people go the opposite way and they don't water enough. So it's trial and error. You just have to figure out what your plant likes. Go on and study what your plant likes. That's why I make these videos, so I can give you as much information as possible to try to help you have successful and beautiful plants. Not go through all the frustration I went through losing some of my plants. These are my first Pileas that I've had. Like I said, I've had them 4 months, and I think they're doing pretty good myself. I'm hoping they'll be at least double or triple. Maybe by next year, or maybe before. I don't know. Let's see what they do. I feel like that one's a little crooked. Let me see. Don't want to break the stems trying to straighten it up. Okay, I think I got her pretty well. I'm going to give these girls some plant food according to the Miracle Grow plant food directions. They should be fine. All right. If you're new to my channel, be sure and subscribe and tap the button for more videos. If you have any questions, be sure and link them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.